Yeah, I mean, wins have been far and few in between, so anytime we can sort of do it in front of our home crowd, and they'll allow it tonight, it was good. I mean, credit to Tassie. I know they're battling with some injuries, and Tiger Campbell at the end was cramping up a little bit because it's been a hot day today, and again, Tasmania we were up 15, and they just battled away and really rattled our cage, and it was good that we could sort of get the momentum back in our favour, and the extra 5 minutes of basketball's free basketball for everybody, which was good, but again, happy with the win.
Sure, and you mentioned obviously you guys got out to that hot start and they kind of drew it back a little bit. What was different about tonight compared to other nights there's been that situation and you've maybe let go of the rope or kind of ended up going down? What was different about tonight that kept you guys in it?
The turnovers are down, so we still gave up 17 offensive rebounds, but we're able to look after the ball a little bit better, and so that's always been part of that swing against us. I think about Southeast, especially. It's been the second chance points and the turnovers, and so Tassie's still able to put up 8 more shots than us, but and even though we gave up 17 0 balls, we did a pretty good job looking after that ball. So that's obviously a big one.
Obviously, Jack was pretty amazing down the stretch of that fourth quarter, made a few big threes. Always good to see him with the ball in his hands in that situation.
Especially because he draws so much attention, and so that is another reason we tightened up a little bit in the third. We expect Jack to bail us out of some bad offense, and so the momentum shifted back in our favour a little bit when some other guys were making plays, like the man next to me, and so we were getting him involved in a little bit of that rub action in the middle, because Jack draws so much attention that it can open up some lanes. So it was a bit of a juggling act trying to mix it up between Kyle and Mo and Lockie and Stat, but I think Stat just took the ball by the horns tonight and really closed it out for us.
For sure, Kody. Obviously, a big overtime period for you. Was it really pleasing to be able to have that influence on the game and help your side get a win?
Yeah, for sure. It felt great. Haven't really been in that position that much, so just wanted to be aggressive and come off the on-ball, and when I saw a gap, just take it and stuff like that. So it felt really good.
From your perspective, was it just a case of you just out there to play your role, and on this occasion it was to score some big points in overtime, I suppose?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, when you're feeling good and stuff like that, and your confidence is really high, I usually take that. I just found the gaps off the on-balls, and they were kind of messing up the switch and stuff like that. So I found the lane and I just kept taking it. Yeah.
For sure, and obviously, Jack's always a constant as far as your offense and who's taking shots is concerned. But obviously, it was Mo earlier in the game. I think he had 10 points at quarter time or something, and then you down the stretch. Was it good to be able to see a couple of different guys step up and play that second option role when they were needed?
Yeah, obviously Jack's a bucket, and he, like Forde said, he bails us out a lot. But like I said before, just always be ready. My confidence was high this game, so just took my opportunity and felt good.
Obviously, Andrews didn't take the court tonight. Is there a reason behind that one?
Just didn't pull up great from practice with the ankle, so he actually we sent him off for an MRI tonight. So a little bit tender during shoot around. Then it was to see how he got through it, but it just progressed at a rate where we thought it was better to get him sent for an MRI than play.
Obviously, he's been having a great season, but I feel like the boys stepped up tonight, Carl in particular as well. What do you make of his performance?
Yeah, he had to. I mean, we relied on him, and both him and Lockie found themselves in a little bit of foul trouble early, so we even moved Mo King for moments at that point guard. But, collectively, all three of them brought something different. And like I said, it was a bit of a juggling act trying to swing with momentum. Fatigue became an issue for some of these guys, which, we try to strategically use some of our timeouts and breaks and subs, but the rotations got tight just based on who was performing for us out there.
Sorry, just quickly. Obviously, that last inbound in overtime where I think Lockie had the ball and he gave up that 5-second inbound violation. But in that situation, from your perspective as a coach, are you coaching the guys to, give up the 5-second violation rather than...
No, throw it in. Yeah. Throw it in high. Now Tassie didn't have a timeout, but you leave yourself vulnerable to... discussion and talk. And so, virtually just throw it up. Don't throw it down their end. Throw it up near the rim, throw it up in the sky, throw it off their feet, do something. But look, we'll talk more about it because I don't think Lockie, and again, that's a little bit of situational stuff. I threw him in the deep end to make that inbound. Just got to coach him through it a little bit better, but no, definitely throw it in.
Over to you, Chris.
Yeah, Forde. Just want to chat about Stat. I mean, to me, it looks very similar to what we were having discussions about Alex last year, where early in the season he was just happy to get on the NBL court, and then by the end of the season, or maybe it would have been the season before, I remember he's playing tricks, but he then showed himself to be a true NBL player. Are you seeing something similar in Kody now, where with these opportunities, going from a guy that's just happy to get some minutes to showing that he can be a real important NBL player moving forward?
I mean, Stat's been around the league for seasons, and this is, credit to him in that, he's had to, probably unfairly in some situations, go through the fire to come out the other side. Opportunities like when you have injuries, right, there's always the disappointment of guys going down, but it provides opportunities that may or may have not been missed. And again, I've always been big on, I won't hold your hand through the process, but if you're one to step up to the occasion, I'll play you. And credit to Stat is he's had to take his lumps here and previously, but you keep stringing performances like this on a regular basis, and we still got 5 games left. We don't have anybody coming back anytime soon. The mindset should be now to keep going with this and head into free agency feeling pretty good about your situation.
What about Jack? Just sometimes we underappreciate a performance like that. I mean, he plays every second of the game, gets the foul line 17 times, doesn't miss, and so much attention on him. I mean, he's getting double, triple teamed a lot of the time and still manages to score 40 points. I mean, as his coach, what do you make of what he did tonight?
I mean, we rely on him, right? Like when we talk about everybody that's out, he's the constant for us. And so, look, Jack's biggest fan is Jack. I reckon I'm number 2. So I'll keep rolling with his momentum. But he's like I said, he made some massive plays for us. He lives for that moment. He took on 4 dudes at the end when I think you were open at the rim. But we'll run it and run that play for him again, and he'll probably make it 2 out of 3 times.
And Stat, do you find yourself developing all the time as a player? I mean, we know what a good sort of shooter, scorer, slasher you can be, and you've shown that a lot, certainly at NBL 1 level. But tonight you showed what you can do with the ball in your hands a lot too. You had to play a lot as a point guard, and you showed you can do that very well. I mean, are you finding yourself developing that you can almost play, maybe except the 5 spot, any position on the floor?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just trying to be consistent as I can every time I get on the court, whether that's playing 1 to 3, maybe some 4, and just doing my best wherever I can on the court to help the team win and staying ready. I think that's just my main thing that I've kind of always stuck with, is just staying ready, because you're not sure what kind of position you get thrown into. So I feel comfortable playing the 1 to 3. So if you chuck me out there at those positions, I always try to do my best and just do what I can to help the team win.
What about just from an emotional point of view? I mean, it's been a tough and long season. What does a win like this do to get to celebrate at home and to celebrate with your teammates tonight?
Yeah, it always feels good to win. All the boys after the game were up and all feeling good and joking around and stuff. So that's all the stuff that we play basketball for. So hopefully in the next 5 games I think we got left, we can string a few wins together and end the season on a good note, feeling good and stuff like that. That would be best case scenario in my opinion.
And Forde, all of a sudden you wake up tomorrow and you've got to think about trying to take on Sydney on Sunday. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
Oh, let me get to bed first. I'll have a bit of a sleep. We'll mix in a bit of recovery and video tomorrow and prepare for a team that's red hot at the moment.
And just lastly, if Drew's only just gone for an MRI, you probably don't know these answers, but is he a chance to play on Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know. It was MRIs more so just to make sure there's nothing too sinister. We don't think it's too bad, but you always want to make sure there's no hidden nasties in there that we missed.
Very good. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Your coach mentioned the fans tonight, Kody. Obviously it's been a really long season, tough season. Wins have been few and far between at times. What does it mean for you guys to be able to come out here? It's a Friday night camp, people could be out doing anything, but they're coming out here to support you guys and get that stadium rocking and help you guys get a win.
Yeah, no, the fans are great. I think they're probably some of the best fans in the league. Like you said, we haven't won that much this year, and we always have like a full crowd showing up to every game and supporting us and stuff like that. So, no, it feels good to have them there. They're always loud, especially when the refs aren't going our way and when it's a close game. So, no, we love that, and that's what we really like playing for as well, is for them, because they do be showing up every game and supporting us, which is great. So, yeah, no, they're really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.